Happy 8th anniversary to Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't even need to explain how much the FNAF franchise means to me. I mean, I've got an entire YouTube channel dedicated to the series. In the past 7+ years that I've been into this series, I've had countless of brilliant memories, a lot of which come from the merchandise. So today I'm going to share with you some juicy lore that was involved in me getting some of my FNAF merchandise. Let's get started. Let's start off with the plushies. Do you know what my first ever Five Nights at Freddy's plush was? I have shared this story in a couple of videos before, but let's go over it again because it all started off with this. Yeah, that's right, a bootleg Funtime Foxy plush. I've had this plushie for over 5 years, and I got it off of Amazon for 13 bucks. That was the retail price for an actual Funtime Foxy plush, and this was the photo of the listing. So, it was advertised as being an actual, authentic Funtime Foxy plush. I went ahead and bought it for the retail price for what it would have costed for an official one, and I got scammed. That's right, it all started with me getting scammed on a bootleg plushie. So that's just proof to show that you could start in the rockiest way possible, but still achieve what you want. Like, look at how big my Funko FNAF plush collection is. I've got almost every single one of them. I'm only missing 3 of them, and it all started off with me getting scammed on a bootleg. Let's lift the mood a bit by showcasing my first ever Funko Five Nights at Freddy's plush. This is the Funko Foxy plush. I got this one about a week after Funtime Foxy. I also got it off Amazon for, of course, 13 bucks as well. And thankfully, I wasn't screwed over that time, and I got the actual Funko Foxy plush that was advertised. And you can clearly tell by looking at this, yeah, I did a lot with this. I loved this plush a lot, and I'm definitely going to hold on to this for as long as I can. I've had this for over 5 years, and definitely I'm not going to give this one up, because it was my first ever Funko FNAF plush, and I just can't give this one up. Like, look at the tag. This was washed so many times. I just played around with this a bunch when I got it. Let's move away from Funko for a little bit and talk about the Sanchi Fredbear plushie. Now, I only got this guy a few months ago in 2022, and I had wanted him for a very, very long time. So basically, there is some backstory to me wanting this guy. So originally, I was going to get this guy for 2017 Christmas. There was this huge sale on Sanchi.com where their FNAF plushies were like $5 each. And I was going to get Fredbear alongside the others they had in stock. I believe they had Freddy, Foxy, as well as Golden Freddy. I was going to get all 4 of them, but I live in the UK, and of course Sanchi ships from all the way in the US, so the shipping and the taxes and whatnot would have been a lot of money, and unfortunately at the time, Christmas 2017, I couldn't afford to pay for it, so I had to leave them, and before you knew it, they sold out and they never restocked again. And then beyond that, I spent years and years searching for this guy online until he finally showed up for only 60 bucks on eBay UK in early 2022. Let's talk some more Sanchi lore. When I got scammed on a Sanchi Golden Freddy plushie, well, at least I didn't think I did, but yes, I most certainly did. So this is a fake Sanchi Golden Freddy plush. Certainly not bad in the slightest. When I first got it, I was convinced, but of course you can see it has the Fat Mojo tag and whatnot, and it just looks off. You can just tell, I mean, of course I can tell now, this is very clearly a fake Golden Freddy plush. But I bought this off of, again, Amazon for £55. That is almost twice the price that an official Sanchi Golden Freddy plushie was at the time when it was in stock on Sanchi's website. Oh, and this was also in 2017, so the Sanchi Gen 1 Golden Freddy plush would have still been in stock on Sanchi's website, so I could have just went ahead and bought it from there instead of getting scammed on this. But whenever I received this, I, at the time, was no expert on FNAF plushies, so I thought that this was a real Sanchi Golden Freddy plush, and by the time that I found out it was a fake, it was already too late for me to return it and get a refund. After I had learned that I had unfortunately been scammed on this plushie, I had to go ahead and try and find a Gen 1 Sanchi Golden Freddy plush online, and it was tough. I didn't get one until mid-2020. I got it for only 10 bucks. That is way less than its retail price, and one of the best prices I've ever seen for a Sanchi plushie, so I'm glad that despite the scam, I did end up getting the official one for an absolute bargain of a price. I unfortunately don't have that Gen 1 Golden Freddy plush anymore. I ended up selling it whenever the Gen 2 ones were announced because I thought they would have looked the same. But now I want to get both Gen 1 and Gen 2, so now I'm back to hunting down another original Sanchi Golden Freddy. Let's talk a few more Funko plushies, shall we? Of course, we gotta talk about the Shadow Freddy plushie. This is the rarest of the rare when it comes to Funko standard 8-inch FNAF plushies. Super duper rare, and of course, I'd been hunting for this guy for years and years until I eventually found him in eBay UK for only 30 bucks alongside a Lefty plushie. Total bargain. And I've got a lovely review video up on my channel which shows my excitement, but is also pretty cringe. And if I'm ever talking about FNAF plushies, of course I have to talk about my favorite of them all, the Funko Golden Freddy plush. And oh my god, this is the craziest one of them all. I only got this guy about a month or two ago, and I've been looking for this ever since it released in 2016. I am not kidding. I missed a lot of these before, loads of flukes of them. I've been looking everywhere for it. It's my favorite FNAF character of all time, or well, at least it was. Again, I'm still not sure what my favorite is at the moment, but he definitely was for a very long time, from 2015 to like 2018, you know? But yes, I've been desperate for this very rare plushie for years and years, and I finally got my hands on him just a couple of months ago, and damn was it rewarding. I cherish this plush very much. And the final one, of course, I gotta shed some light on, is of course the Lolbit plush. I did talk about the backstory of this one in my, you know, top 10 favorite FNAF plush videos, but I want to go over it again because it's such a lovely story. So again, I went in a phase where I was obsessed with getting this plushie. I'd wanted it for a long time, but then in 2020 summer, it just spiked. I just suddenly really wanted to get this one. I kicked up a bunch of live streams looking online for this one, and I couldn't find any. But then I have a friend who's called Joe. He's got a YouTube channel. Very nice guy. I'm not kidding. Really genuine. And he actually sent this one for me. And on top of that, he sent this to me for free. I would have had no hesitation to pay for this. And that was hella nice of him. Really appreciate it. And I still haven't forgot. Here's the infamous pop wall that you see at the beginning and in the background of a large majority of my videos. But have you ever wondered what was the first ever Funko Pop I got? It would have been the Nightmare Freddy Pop. Now, this isn't the exact one I got. I've sold that one by now because this is really silly. But guess what? I played around with these when they were in the boxes. I'd like stack them up and knock them down. What? I thought these were Angry Birds blocks. Jesus Christ, it was really silly. But I went ahead and got it replaced. But Nightmare Freddy was my first ever pop. I do have my second pop though, the exact same one. It is the Jump Scare Funtime Foxy pop. I do definitely need to get a replacement of this. Look at this. It's so faded. Must have split this close to the sun. Of course, I messed about with it a bunch, and look at this, the glass isn't even intact anymore. I messed around with this a bunch, and I definitely need to get a new Jump Scare Funtime Foxy, but it is definitely a good bit harder to get than Nightmare Freddy is. You ever wonder what my first ever jumbo plush was? Well, it had to of course be the classic Freddy Fazbear. Now, I was quite late to the jumbo bandwagon because I didn't think I'd have any room for him, but clearly I'm now at a point where I have room for plenty of them. And it all started with, of course, the main guy himself, Freddy Fazbear. Another great memory of mine comes from the mystery minis, and that is the Nightmare Mangle mystery mini. So how this went down, this was in 2017, round when the Wave 3 of FNAF mystery minis released, and I bought just one of these, my first ever box of the Wave 3 Sister Location mystery mini / FNAF 4 as well. And the first ever one I pulled was the super rare 1 in 72 Nightmare Mangle. My first ever one I bought. It was super duper lucky and really nice pull. The last item I'd like to shed some light on for this video is the 12-inch Good Stuff Bonnie plushie. This was the first ever Good Stuff FNAF plushie I got, and I got it from a claw machine, the intended way to get these guys, and boy was it memorable. This was my first one I ever got, and I got it in summer of 2017 on an awesome day out. And I remember it took a lot of tries to win this guy, loads and loads of tries, but every single attempt was so exciting, and I was so determined to win this, and when I finally did, the excitement was real. It was really memorable. And after I won it, I even took him on all the rides with me that I was at the amusement park. It was great, and I really cherish this plushie. I even have a photo of me on one of the rides holding this plushie. It's great. So that's a wrap of some of my wonderful memories with Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise. Of course, there's a lot more I could go through, but I don't want to make this video far too long. So that's going to do it for today's video. Happy 8th anniversary, and let me know in the comments, what are some great memories you've had with FNAF merchandise, or just FNAF in general, because I'd love to hear them, and I'll surely be reading them all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Jump on top of Untitled Chapter, speak and swim with the flow, it happens, I'll touch all the screens,